Oscar Bevis, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by the last here in Telford, joined by Kaisy Khademi. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm all good. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure as always. And yeah, it's good to join you on such a big fight week. I was just saying to you, I feel like the first time we spoke on IFL, you was like 4-5-0, and although you're only 10 fights in, it kind of feels like a lot has happened in your career already.
My career's been going at a very slow pace, but yeah, we're here now, and it's been a long time. We're here now, and hopefully we can do more interview after getting that British belt.
Of course. A trilogy. Not many fighters fight a trilogy. Does that kind of give it a bit more of a buzz? Because this isn't just any trilogy. There's belts on the line. There's a British title on the line, and I don't know. There's a different buzz when there's a trilogy.
Yeah, I think. Especially I don't think in domestically a trilogy for super flyweight has happened. Not that I know of, but yeah, for me it's a normal thing. Go in there and to get the job done completely and finish it this time. But it's a buzzing for the boxing fans. It's a new experience for them. So
I know your career won't be defined by these 3 fights with Ejaz. There will be stuff you do beyond this, but are you kind of sick of him in a way? I can tell because there was a bit of talk up there, and he said some stuff. So have you? Are you kind of just sick of the sight of the man by now?
yeah, I just want to move on. To be honest, I want to get this title and then move on, close the chapter properly this time. And yeah, it's been a long 2 years now. Meaning been stuck together. So yeah, it's been a long time.
He's a very different character to yourself. It's 2 very contrasting characters. You're quite open in saying what you want to say, and he's a little bit more reserved up there, isn't
he? Yeah, I haven't watched the interviews, but from what I know, people told me he's been talking a lot of smack about me and all of that, and he's not like that. But he's been, people's been feeding stuff to his ear to boost his confidence up when he's talking all this smack. It's not even facts, He's saying that he's gonna knock me out. He can never knock me out. In a million times through fight, he ain't got that power. So but it's not even that. He gained my respect from the first 2 fights. I'll give him that respect. But I've never said that I'm gonna do this. He comes up saying all of this stuff like he's gonna do anything. He's not gonna do nothing. He's gonna come there. He does a one-dimensional fight, and he just comes in to put his work rate. That's the only trouble that I've been getting from him, is that he's got a high work rate. If it was someone else with a different style, obviously it would be easy. Other styles are much easier for me. His style makes it harder because of the work rate. And for me it might be hard, but for the 10-15 fighters that are out there, super flyweight, they all beat him up. They all beat him. So I don't think past him he can go anywhere else, because his Patel will smack him up. Everyone else out there will smack him up. But he just had a problem. I just had a problem with his specific style, and and that's what makes this a good fight.
So in terms of what I was going to ask, do the previous 2 fights play much of a factor into the fight? Obviously, your team would have studied them and whatnot, and obviously, you've been in the ring and shared however many rounds with him. But in terms of this fight now, do you feel like you've taken the best version of him, and he hasn't even seen close to the best version of yourself then?
Yeah, I think. The first fight I was coming off lockdown. I went at my best. I was emotional because I lost mom. Second fight, I took my first loss, still a bit emotional. I came in angry and all that. There wasn't a hard game plan to the fight. There was never a hard game plan to the fight. With this fight, we have an actual game plan, and we've been very, very focused to execute that game plan. And it's like, using every good part of me, not making no mistake there, and getting the job done.
Obviously, guys at your weight are not kind of known historically for their power. I know that he said about him busting you up. Did you feel any form of power? I know it wouldn't have been like being hit with a pillow, because he's a boxer, he can obviously punch, but did you feel any kind of power that even remotely troubled you over them 2 fights?
No, it's just the fact that what happened with the last fight is, if you look at the first fight, I didn't have much blood, and maybe a little bit on the first fight because of the headbutt. But the second fight, I took a lot of headbutt, and also what happened was I took first round I took a headbutt and I took a cut, and I was in a situation where I was like, I've got
like fight or flight mode. Yeah.
I've got 11 rounds to go. Like, what am I doing? And I'm giving him chance to hit me. So it's like, even the draw and the loss that I had is because it's nothing that he did. Is the fact that I let him. I gave him the chance. Like, not the chance, but I let him get those points and stay ahead and catch up on points and made the fight close. It was in my hand, not like he did anything. He comes in, does one thing in all his fight. He just comes in and throws punches, walks forward. With me, it was I stood there. I made mistakes that I shouldn't have, and I've given him the win and I've given him the draw. which I shouldn't have. So we're on a proper game plan this time, and it's all about going and executing the game plan.
Mate, I cannot wait to see how it plays out. One thing that I do have to ask you, I know I mentioned about one of the first interviews we done, is you said you wanted to become, would it been the first Afghan British champion as well? Yeah, and now it's literally in touching distance. You could sort of see it, smell it, taste it. Not quite there yet, but just seeing the belt, that extra motivation. How good would that be for you if you could win that title?
I mean, I've been dreaming of this, you know, to have that British belt around me, to be honest, and getting the second chance to fight for it, and hopefully, make history. I mean, I'll be the first ever Afghan British to get this belt. Probably, you know, I don't know how many British Asians won this belt, but I think that'll put me up there as well. So it's great. You know, I'm fully buzzing for it, and I can't wait to have that around my waist on Saturday.
Just one more thing before I let you go. I know it's tunnel vision for Saturday, of course, but I do have to mention the possibility of fighting Prince Patel as a eliminator for the Commonwealth title. Everything Prince Patel does, kind of, there is eyes on. He's a proper Marmite character. Is that something you thought about, the potential fighting him? Because, like I said, if he's involved, that is just a big fight down the line.
Like I said, I'm not looking 1 second past this Saturday fight. I know Prince Patel is a good fighter. You know, he's entertaining. He's entertaining as well. He does a lot of things outside the ring that brings a lot of attention to him, which is good for boxing. And right now my focus is Ejaz. Hopefully get that British title around my belt. Then we'll talk about that.
Welcome, Team Everlast, to the Team Everlast Fitness app. Download the Everlast Fitness app and find your greatness within.